Tell me where your love lies. Wasted and spend the night.
Call out my name. Do you love me? Are you riding? Say I'll never leave from beside me.
There's no trouble. Trying to keep it peaceful is a struggle for me.
Everything's been so messed up lately. Already sure you don't wanna be my baby.
Ooh, don't we look good together? There's a reason why they watch all night long. Since you've been gone, I've been dancing on my own. There's boys up in my zone, but they can't turn me on.
'Cause I want you to be happier when we see what we've become. In the cold light of day, we're a flame in the wind, not the fire that we've begun.
Young blood, so you want me back in your life. So I'm just a dead man crawling tonight. 'Cause I need it, yeah, I need it all the time. Feel my blood running, swear the sky's falling. I know that all this is fabricated, yeah.
You're stuck in my head and I can't get you out of here. If I could do it all again.
I do it so low.
Sorry about that. I'm back. Apparently, the power has been turned off down the road. I'm glad it hasn't been right here.
We might have a problem. I was
Oh?
thinking, well, let's drive to my place because I might have a player. So I was driving the car around, but I think this pole here is too.
Yes.
way.
Okay.
The car is not getting out. Yeah.
Yeah, no.
So you might maybe put it like right here, and then you have an open space between. But yeah.
Put it in here, I guess.
Yeah, no, I put everything in there.
I don't have the kit on me. Oh. I'm blind.
The kit is right here. I mean, I put it right here. Here, I got it now.
Yeah, I'm blind, that's all. Yeah, try to do your best. Like, I have no idea how to do this. I'm just questioning how the fuck Abdul managed to do this and have a gate or a door out. Yeah, no, actually, there might be like a magical way to do it for the wall.
If you put it like this,
Yeah, because then I can look this
can
way.
still- well, it doesn't matter if you look. You can go through it, right? I mean,
Yeah, no. I'm just gonna go up and
Do you
grab
want to?
some food. I think this is good
Yeah,
enough, I'd
you.
say. Here's the
Yeah.
shovel, by the way.
Give me the shovel. Yeah.
Yep.
You're coming back, right? You
Yes.
still have the shovel.
No, it's on the ground. In front of you.
No, you have it in your hands.
No, it's on the ground in front of you. I put it there. You see it now?
No.
Fucking damn it. Let me put it in here. You see it in here. In the car.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay. Yeah, I'll just grab some food and then I'll be right back.
Yeah.
I'm glad the power wasn't turned off here. That'd be kind of awkward. But it was planned, so it's fine. We would have gotten a warning, I believe. I guess there is some maintenance. Wrong thing. I need a can opener to have with me. Yeah, no, I need to restart apparently. Oh, well, did we just dupe a fucking shovel? Cheats! Apparently. Um. Noah? Yeah, no. It actually got bugged. Gotta have a brewski though. You restarted as well, it seems. I think I turned the setting off. Honestly, I feel like I could use something else for my... Yeah, no, I'll do that whenever I get there. Fuck. Need to switch over my, my cables for my screen first before I do anything else. Oh yeah. Ollie wasn't going to bother building a base, but then it's protected is worth doing. I'd honestly say, depending on what kind of base you want, if it's completely protected, I'd say work hard and do an idiot-proof it if you wanted to be 100% protected from dickheads. If you wanted to be like mine, build in, like, from something I saw on a stream, like from Katie's stream, was agency or whatever she called it, like, and someone talked about like build in weaknesses in your base. You don't want it to be impenetrable. You don't want it to be Fort Knox because it creates a way for the other part to get in. Because if you wanted to do a jail or like it's something that or a base that the others can't get into, you would just build like the base I got into the other like a week or so ago. You'd build a door in front of every single fucking entrance, and you'd change the code, like a different code for each, and not just like slightly different, very different code for each. So like, my base is based off of that one idea that I want people to try to sneak into my base, but when I'm there, you know? I've heard her talk about the jail she's planning, where she's gonna be Navy on Atlas. It's like, that sounds fucking sick. She's planning to make it escapable, but you gotta be fucking smart to do it. Not the same with my base or my camp. You don't have to be smart to get in, but it's just if you want to get in, and also something I talked to DT about, I guess. If you want to get in, you can. And if you want to get into roleplay, you definitely can. Because after roleplaying as Joseph and standing at the gate feeling all high and mighty, I'm not a big fan at all. It didn't feel right, you know? No one dared do nothing, so the roleplay never really went anywhere. Although no one really dared do anything when I opened the gate anyways, so it doesn't fucking matter, but still. $87.8, this is Firefly. Noah, you copy? $87.8, this is Firefly. Noah, you copy? It's the offline component that always bothers me. Yeah, I wish people would just ignore it, but apparently they don't. I myself am at fault at this by opening someone's door and going in and checking the place.
I'm back.
Ah, welcome back.
I got the players.
Okay, good. Yeah, I had some, but I guess they were in the fucking locker that One Lutski.
Yeah. Is this all right for you then?
I would say so because, well, I can't get in here and I can reach it from the door. That's the most important part.
Yeah. I mean, even if you want to wall this off because people, well, can't look a little bit through your base, but
Yeah, no, I'll
hardly, right?
honestly,
They
I'll
can look through to here.
yeah, honestly, I'll get to that whenever if I ever need to. But it's you know, there's already holes in the walls. They'll see the car. They know what you know. They'll have mission focus. They'll know what to go for.
Yeah. We need more planks, by the way, because
Oh.
this is only 10.
Yeah, let me chop down some trees.
Yeah.
Yeah. If people act like fucking normal people, like they will now, probably. And not like PvP rating, it'll go fine. It'll be, you won't even notice it. It just won't happen. I just remembered that you have the hacksaw.
Oh yeah, that's true. Just wait a second. Well, now it's a gate.
Shit. Yeah, that's good. I need to grab some, there you go. Some duct tape. Yeah, they will... If it's in forest, they won't have the choice. It'll definitely be in forest. 100%. If I'm gonna stand, like... Yeah, no. It'll be in forest. No question asked. This is honestly not the tree I want to cut down. It's like either termite or insect ridden. No thank you. That blood. Was that moss? Let me just have a fucking look. There's red ground everywhere. It could be blood. I honestly don't know if that is blood or moss. Or if not moss, then grass color. I might nope, it's grass color or wheat or moss or weed color. Yep.
Yep, put it on, put it on.
Oh, Jesus, you're fast. I just saw you at the fucking gate and then you're here. I don't want to cut down this tree. It looks like it's infected with bugs or termites or whatever, so...
Yeah, it's old tree. I think we need one more tree, you know?
Okay, well then I'll just chop down this one. It is definitely in forest. Once we get the rule, like, down pat and on, like, black and white, it will be... No questions asked. It's, as we say, or nothing, basically. Wow. Thank you, Noah. You're bae. You just bae.
Yeah, put it down right there.
Okay, that's enough?
Yeah, this is the last one.
Hell yeah.
If I do the math right.
I got my own garage. It took not that long, honestly.
No, yeah. Well, where would two, you know?
Actually, just figure out a code for this. Oh no, wait, it's inside. I would just do that, and then You
Oh,
do.
yeah. That, I was just...
Oh, sorry. You have to do it, I guess. I'm just gonna. Oh shit. Okay, I'm just gonna decide a code.
Done.
That was fast. Fuck. We still decide a code. I've used all the easy ones. Also, by the way, if you, as you said, if I was 16, you wouldn't actually be my dad because you'd be 15 when he got me.
Well, I mean, it can be done, you know?
It can be done, but I hope God the social stigma.
Not. Yeah. Yeah, let's wait up. First test if the car can go through, you know?
Yeah. That is actually pretty smart. I did not think about that. Oh. Hmm. The fuck? Fuck. I wish this was a for cipher. Girl at school was 15 when she had a kid, and her mother, and her mother, and great grandmother all had kids at 15. Jesus. I guess we gotta fix this.
Yeah. Well, we could. If we have two other walls, we can do it. You know, we can place here the
Well,
gates, and then one wall here and one wall the other way.
yes, 100% will happen. We'll do that.
Yeah. Can you, for now, close it, and then tomorrow we can look for more stuff and... Wait, don't lock it yet. Don't lock it yet. Take the spark plug out.
Oh yeah.
One hammer died, unfortunately. I leave the rest here in your...
Yeah,
tool
I'll do that
cabinet.
myself, actually.
The extra light bolt in the car, by the way, so...
Yeah. Oh, here. For the work.
Work. Oh, nice. Thank you.
Yeah, I was kind of thinking of actually doing that before we were done, but yeah. Cheers.
Well, let's drink by the creek then.
Mhm.
Let's drink it by the creek. I mean, let's close it up. We will work tomorrow or the upcoming days for the other two walls and replace this one with another one.
Yeah.
Because I'm getting a bit tired. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I understand.
I mean, look at all the trees that we butchered.
Yeah, we did a lot of deforestation, apparently. Yeah, no. I have to figure out a different code. The one I chose was a bit too easy to guess, but
Oh,
yeah.
yeah. Let's sit down here.
Oh, yep.
Are you still there? Yeah.
Yeah, I just...
I'm gonna
fucking-
take my boots off if you don't mind.
Sure thing.
Just having some
Actually,
water
let's
on
take
my
the-
feet. Well, cheers.
Yep, cheers indeed.
Oh, delightful.
Yeah, it was in my cold storage. It should be cold-ish, you know? The...
Yeah, it's coldish. Yeah. Tastes good. Oh my god.
Definitely worth it.
Well, Rome was also not built in one day, you know. So
True. Rome was definitely not built in one day. Thank
I
you
mean,
so
my
very
own
much for the
base,
help.
Yeah, I mean,
like-
no worries, man. I got the stuff. My base is finished, so I mean, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah. I mean,
Well, now that
Yeah,
I have the
why not, you
car,
know?
I have so many possibilities of getting, like, I know of a place, well, at the airfields, fuck, the building site. It's got a lot of planks in it, I believe.
really? Okay.
Yeah, so, you know, well, it's got bricks, so it's gotta have planks somewhere in there. So, yeah, I was planning on heading over there, and now that I got the car, it's super easy. And saws and hatchets and all that, thanks to you.
I think there's a pile of wood still at Selenogorsk.
There, I could even go to Berezino. It's a wood
Yeah.
city, or it's a logging city. I could easily go there and find everything I need.
Gorga too, I believe. There's also
Yep,
a lumber
we went
mill
to the-
there with some,
Yeah, we went to the
like,
lumber
yeah.
mill.
Well, I mean, if you need help, just call me or on the radio or stop by my base. You know, I mean,
Mm-hmm. Definitely will. Yeah.
oh, fucking beautiful day. Jesus
Mhm.
Christ.
And then we got a lot of... It's always good to, like, sit down after a long day of just getting good work, having a cold one,
Yeah.
and just relaxing.
The only thing what I'm missing now is a fucking cigarette, but
I haven't found them yet. Everyone's a damn smoker on this server, I'm
it
alone.
doesn't matter.
You know what? It's healthier not to smoke now, you know? Now you're forced to not smoke.
Oh, come on, don't start. There are worse things now than smoking, you know.
Well,
Come
you
on,
know...
wild animals, infected,
Yes,
bad
true.
people. I mean, you can all kill from those, and
Yes, you can all
well,
kill them, and then...
technically you can
But if you somehow get...
technically die from smoking. But
Yes, but no, I'm not thinking about the dying part. I'm thinking about like getting asthma or you know like bad like stamina from the smoking. You know, lungs ain't working too well. You gotta be able to run
a
too. That's what I'm
cigarette,
used to.
one. Yeah, but I mean, just now, a cigarette,
Yeah.
not all the time.
Nah, I'm
I mean,
joking with you.
well,
Yeah, no.
just 1 or 2 cigarettes. I mean,
Yeah,
what's the
no,
harm?
I know how it is. I can quit whenever I wanna. 12 smokes
Yeah,
later. Yeah, no, I can still quit.
yeah.
Cardoid. Cardio. Cardio, I'm sorry. Damn, that vest is good to take off.
Yeah.
Even though it's Kevlar and it's got a small, tiny steel plate in it, it's still heavy enough.
Well, and carrying 2 guns. I mean, the whole backpack.
Yeah, that
I
doesn't
think your
help.
backpack is way heavier than mine.
Yeah, definitely. Yours is better supported. Mine is over one shoulder.
Yeah.
It's just
Yeah, plus
easier
you're
to.
carrying, well, 1 gun too on the heavier side.
Yeah, well, only reason I'm carrying that is it's easier to grab it instead of dragging it out of your backpack, you know?
Yeah, that's true.
Like, well, like Lucas does. He has one in his backpack and one in his back.
Yeah.
You gotta
Hmm.
struggle to get it out. Even though it's pointing straight out, you know, you gotta. Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Then again, I was technically not planning on having an M4, but Pavel gave me his, so. I'd usually walk around with the shotgun and then the hunting rifle
Yeah.
hanging over on the backpack, but yeah.
You still have the
Oh,
shovel,
okay,
by
yeah.
the way, on your back.
Yeah, I know. I think I'll put that in the
Two cupboards.
yeah, in the cupboard. Yep, exactly. I'm looking forward to the day where it's calm enough around here to go fishing. If I can find a boat and patch it up, I'll 100% take you on a fishing trip. You seem like the guy that could
Yeah,
need it.
definitely. Yeah, thank you.
Just row out into the middle of nowhere and just start fishing, having a bunch of worms with us. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe on a big lake or even on the sea, if it's calm enough.
Oh yeah, definitely the sea. Come on now.
I know, by the way, a big lake. I think it's called Black Lake. It's near
Oh yeah, I've seen it on the
or
pictures.
by Berezino, I think.
Yeah, no, I've seen it.
Oh, that was delightful. That was really good. That drink.
Yeah, I've saved them for a while, and I thought, you know, today is probably a good day to bring them
Well,
out.
this is a good moment. Yeah.
Uh, if only the champagne and wine I had at home would be here.
Yeah.
I could pop
Well,
a.
if you're sitting like this next to a creek with a nice drink and good company, you're almost forgetting you're in this world right now,
Well, you know, it's so
At least I
calm.
do.
All you have is birds and the occasional deer.
Yeah, and
This
even the
is.
cold water.
Hmm.
Yeah.
This is like back in the days.
Almost, yeah.
Well, the problem is having an M4 and a hunting rifle on your back and everything else to it.
Yeah, and a base full infected behind you.
I kind of didn't think about that. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, you're welcome. You
Oh,
can even see your place up here from here.
yeah. Yeah, I kind of knew immediately
The
that.
map.
Yep,
Yeah.
kind of knew
But
immediately
it
that
looks
it'd be
good.
noticed.
It's a cozy place, you know. I like it.
Yeah, I. It's surprisingly cozy. I honestly thought it would be like a temporary thing. Like I'd just place it behind the sign to hide it, and then find a better place. But now that I find this, like now that I put up the walls, the barrel, the cabinet, and no, it just feels better. It feels homely.
Yeah.
All I need to do is
Just
just gather
stay
some.
there,
Mm-hmm.
please. I
I
mean,
will.
stay there. I mean, yeah.
I'm not moving unless someone's at my door. My second place is yours, and then
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. No, I doubt I'll be moving anywhere else. This place just seems right, you know. I got a creek running by. I got two big
Yeah.
cities, people living nearby, friends living nearby at that.
Yeah. You have water close by. You have, well, food close by. I mean, yeah. I mean, what else? You have a car now, so you can drive to other cities and explore. I don't know.
Yeah, no. Now I can go look for that church, and then oh,
Yeah, I would be careful with that, you know.
oh yeah, definitely. I'm gonna be careful. I'm just well, technically I don't need the church anymore.
Yeah.
This is the guys down here. And I doubt I could sell the information to the two of them. They'd probably just beat it out of me. That's Daryl
Yeah.
and and Thomas. I mean, motherfuck. I
How do you
changed
mean?
between.
Beat it out of you?
Well, Daryl seems like a guy that could probably do that just to get the information. Seems to.
What kind of information? About the church, you mean?
Well,
Or
about where Abdul would stay. It seems like
yeah.
something he'd be hard pressed to find
Well,
out.
you told him already the
Mm-hmm.
place by Green Mountain, right?
I believe I did, yeah. I don't know. I honestly, the only person I trust is you or anyone from everyone I knew before,
Yeah.
like
Thank you.
Ladybug.
Who's Ladybug?
It's a friend of mine.
Okay.
All like a bunch of us decided to keep names like Firefly, Ladybug. What else? Well, you got
Is Ladybug
Ant.
still around, or
Yeah.
okay?
We all traveled down here technically, all of us.
Okay.
But we're all independent of each other. Like that's why I'm alone right now. We don't we know each other by our names. Hardly anyone out there will like 99.9% call themselves Firefly or Ladybug or Ant or whatever. You know?
But are you still seeing those people, or
I haven't seen them in a while, but I'm not worried. They know how to take care of themselves.
okay?
Most of them are hunters, basically.
Okay.
Well, people turned hunters. Butterfly was he was a nurse, but also aspiring doctor. He went to school for it all, but he could only find a
Oh
position to
wow.
be a nurse.
Okay.
The yeah. The let's see. Grasshopper, he owned a farm. Uh, He's actually American. He's Southern. He used to live in Texas, but he was on a holiday, and
Oh wow.
I can't remember where he had a holiday, but he's around here somewhere. Yeah. Surprisingly enough, Snail was a rally car driver around the area. The name is kind of deceptive, I'd say.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're just a bunch of friends who met each other and decided, you know what? To know each other, to recognize each other, we'll have this name. That's why I'm named Firefly. And it
Okay.
stuck. My old self is gone, honestly. Changed so much
What's
because of them.
Well, your real name then, if I may ask?
Honestly feel like it doesn't matter, but
Okay. Oh well, if I mean, it's
well,
up to you. You know, you don't
my first name
you don't have
was
to talk about it
Andrea,
if you don't.
or Andre, I guess you'd say in English.
Andre.
Yeah.
That sounds good to me. It's a nice name.
Well, thank you. Honestly, didn't think Noah was such a Dutch name.
Noah? Oh, well, yeah. I mean, my parents gave it to me, so yeah.
Well, yeah, no, it's just, it sounds so American. But then, now that I just thought about it, I think about the guy with the ark. His name is Noah.
Yeah, true.
So it'd be
And he
acceptable
was
anywhere.
a builder too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there's a lot of Noahs in the Netherlands. It's a pretty common name, I believe.
It seems so American to me. I don't know why.
No, no. I don't have that feeling, but yeah.
Well, it was never common in Norway. I doubt I heard anyone named Noah. Although we say it differently, so Noah.
Yeah. Noah, okay.
Yeah, it's somewhat similar, but still not the pronunciation. That's the biblical guy, not the... Yeah. Then again, it's probably never been a common Norwegian name. Someone might have called their kid Noah, but they definitely were not atheists, that's for damn sure.
Yeah.
Jewish, okay. I did not know. That makes sense. Yeah, no. Around Norway, you'd probably be called Jurgen or Odd. However odd that sounds.
Yeah.
Or, well, Alfred and other stuff like that.
Oh, we have normally horrible names in Holland.
Well,
Names like Karel or
if that's a...
Kees or
Well, if
yeah.
Caro, that sounds like a sort of nickname for Caroline or Caroline in Norway.
Yeah, yeah. It's like the men's name, you know.
Oh, okay. Well, that
No,
sounds
I
like...
mean Karel is
Yeah.
like a name for guys, and Caroline of Caroline is a name for girls. Yeah.
Well, that sounds like Sweden. I can't remember the name. Oh wait, yeah. Jane or Janne, as we say it in Norway.
Janne. Huh?
Yeah, that would be a male in Sweden,
we
actually.
have we have Jan in like Dutch. That's
Well,
pretty
yeah.
much the same.
We have Jon, well, Jon in Norway as well.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, we write that the same.
Well, I think we all use the Germanic alphabet, at least the same. We use somewhat the Norse because we have A, but yeah. We have everything from A to C, but we also have 3 different letters. A, Ö, O. That's why we have different names.
We have
Well, technically,
different letters.
No, well, you have different ways of writing them, like with the dots above them and stuff like that. I believe, at least taken from
Oh
German.
yeah, yeah,
We don't have that,
yeah.
but Sweden has that and Denmark as well. But we all, like Denmark, Sweden, and Norway, we all have the same three letters that are different.
Okay.
And of course, the rivalry between us three. Thank you so much, Denny Lowback, for the follow. I appreciate it, really.
Rivalry.
Yeah, well, for over 200 years, Norway was. Well, yeah, 200 years. Norway was in a union, or forced union, between Sweden and then Denmark, or the other way around.
Okay. Like the Scandinavian countries all together, or
Well, no, not
without Finland, or
Yeah, no, not voluntarily, actually. 100 years of Sweden, or 100 years of Denmark, where they tried to, like, make the country Danish, and 100 years of Sweden, where they tried to make the country Swedish. We were basically handed back and forth as a prize from the war. So,
wow, I
basically,
didn't knew that.
yeah, no, it's, we celebrate the 17th of May. That's when we got away from the Swedes. That's when the union between the
Sort,
Swedish.
um,
Yeah, that's
okay.
when that's basically when the Independence Day of Norway, basically. So like
Yeah.
4th of July for America is the same as the 17th of May for Norway.
Okay.
That's when we became our own
We don't
country.
even. Yeah, the Netherlands doesn't like celebrate their independence. Never. No.
Well, you've 90% of history, as far as I know, being your own country. It's the same as
Yeah,
Sweden.
but like on school we hadn't like to teach about Dutch independence or anything. Not much.
Yeah. Well, it's the same about Norway, really. We learned less about Norway than we knew about, like, America, England, Sweden, or no, not Sweden, Germany. Although, the one thing we bragged about is Norway's, like, act through World War II, but I guess it's the same for the Netherlands. You brag about your own people.
Yeah. Well, the Dutch really quickly surrendered to the Germans.
Well, I doubt you
The
did as
Second
bad as
World War.
Denmark. They, you know, they went to bed and were Danish, and then they woke up as Germans, basically. It took a day. We at least,
Yeah.
proudly enough, managed to stay Norwegian for a week. It wasn't
Yeah,
long.
well, we something also like 5 days or
Mhm.
4 days, if I'm remember that.
The
Good,
only
but
thing that
no,
saved
yeah.
us was the valleys, like the fjords of Norway. That was the only thing that saved
Yeah.
us. If we didn't have fjords, if we were like Denmark or something like that, a flat as fuck country, we wouldn't have anything. We'd be German.
Well, I mean, the Netherlands has an advantage, you know. We can easily put a lot of country underwater very quickly.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that's used in the Second World War, but I believe some smaller parts were used. And the idea was, it was a big, really big idea. I saw a documentary on the television once, I think a couple years back. There was from all the way up north, or well, partly up north, to down south. You have like a really small area, but it's low, like very low, and you can easily put that really quick on the water. But I don't think, no, that's not used in the Second World War.
Yeah. Sadly, the only countries we learned about is the big ones. You know, it was the UK, it was Germany, and then there was America.
Yeah. Yeah.
All the small countries that got hit hard never really is mentioned, like Luxembourg and, well, and all them, and especially the Netherlands.
Yeah. Yeah.
I remember hearing about Brussels falling after no time at all, and then that was it. Well, no, that's Belgium, not
Yeah.
the Netherlands.
Belgium, yeah. Netherlands,
Only the ones
Amsterdam,
that
The
matter.
Hague, Rotterdam. Rotterdam was even bombed after they surrendered. It was horrible, you know. A lot of people died in that city. Like the city was all burning from fire bombs.
Oh my god.
But that was done by the Allies, I believe, not by the Germans, if I'm correctly. I'm not sure anymore.
Yeah, there's probably some atrocities they did as well. Fucking hilariously enough, my dad just sent a message saying Denmark we were saved from it, or like free from in
Do you guys
1814.
have in Norway a president or a prime minister, or is
Uh,
it royal?
it both actually. It's a king and a prime minister. The king
Oh,
is
yeah, yeah,
mostly, it's mostly like fictional, or like
yeah,
he's a
yeah,
figurehead, while the prime minister is the one doing everything.
yeah. The same as
Because
us. Yeah,
yeah, if the king says no to free, like, or the king and queen, or queen says no to something 3 times, it'll probably get instituted by the prime minister anyways.
yeah. They have some power, but they're not on the
Mm-hmm.
like head of the country. Yeah, it's the same
Yeah,
as us.
that's because democracies, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
Even Britain, however royal they are ruled by their prime minister, not
Yeah.
their queen.
Well, I think the Queen, the Queen of England has a lot of power, more than you
Oh,
think,
yeah,
inside their own country.
yeah.
I mean, it's everywhere. There's so much like I don't want to say respect, but yeah, I don't know
No,
the
I
English word
understand what you
for it, but
mean.
everybody looks up against her. You know, she has
Mm-hmm.
real power. I think she's one of the most powerful women in the whole country.
Well, in the whole world, I'd say.
Well, yeah, yeah, but also like Merkel from Germany has a lot of power.
True. Well, she's the right chancellor, or well, prime minister of Germany. So
Yeah, yeah. Well, in Germany, I think they have a president too, I
yeah,
believe.
yeah, I guess she's the
But you
president.
no, she's not the president.
Really?
I think that the president was current a male, a man, a guy, I believe.
I honestly don't
So
know.
yeah,
I didn't pay much
I
attention.
can't really remember anymore, but
Is he mixing up Sweden and or no France and Germany? Oh shit. Oh yeah, Frank Walter Steiner.
well,
He's
I'm
the
gonna
president.
look on another subject. I'm gonna look tomorrow for some, well, things for that 2 walls extra for you.
Oh, well, thank you.
Uh, yeah, well, I have nothing else to do anyway, so I mean, I
Well,
have
if
no
we
books at home or, you know.
well, if we manage to catch up with each other, let's
Yeah,
head to the airfield, or well, anywhere else to have a look at the wood storage there.
yeah, we can. Oh, even Selenogorsk can be possible, or the airfield, yeah, or further up north. I think you have a couple places too, but I mean,
Well,
Selenogorsk
it's
or the airfield are closer, you know.
yeah. I'd say the airfield is definitely closer. And I know that, well,
Yeah,
I guess that one of the buildings in there would be made out of wood. Would have
yeah,
some form of wood feature in it, so you have some planks.
yeah. That's okay. We can drive with your car, one or mine, or yeah, yeah. It's better if we take one car at least and not gonna walk, you know.
Yeah, well, it would be almost pointless. Because all you'd get
Yeah.
home with is 20 planks, and that's not enough.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's not enough. I think 20 are enough for one wall.
Yep.
Around 20. And maybe we even can find some metal.
Maybe. Well,
Metal
again,
sheets.
I
Yeah.
already know where her chest with the metal, with the 10, like, probably
Oh,
around 10 metal sheets
yeah.
are. Wait, let me
Yeah.
have a look at the fucking map. Actually spot the building. No, there are no buildings shown, is there?
I'm not sure actually.
Nope. No buildings are shown on the map.
No? Okay.
Well, not this map. Probably the other one up at my house, but I don't know.
That's, yeah.
Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I think Denmark was the ones we actually got out of last. Yeah, Sweden had a war with us and they won, and we were in the union with them. And then Denmark won a war over Sweden. I think it was the Napoleonic War, actually.
Okay.
And Sweden sided with France, and Denmark sided with, well, whoever else was on the other side. And then once Sweden lost, they had to cede Norway over to Denmark. It was 100 years of being under Denmark, and then we got free in 1814, actually, the 17th of May.
Wow.
Yep.
That's not too long.
No, it isn't actually. That's very
That's-
surprising, isn't it?
Wow. Wow. I mean, I think the Netherlands has independence already for 400 years.
Well, yeah,
At
you
least.
guys were free in the Middle Ages, I believe, at the end of it.
Well, Napoleon did a lot of.
Okay.
Well, took our
Yeah,
country.
true. After Napoleon, yeah. I believe at least
Yeah,
it was
because,
somewhat the
the
Napoleonic War.
Prince. Yeah, because the Prince of Orange, like, yeah, it's the English, but Prins van Oranje, it's the Dutch name. He
Well, it sounds just about the same for any
basically,
language, really.
Yeah, took it up to Napoleon, I thought.
You know what? It's always fun meeting someone new who knows something different about history that I don't.
Yeah.
That it's
Oh, and actually, we were last talking about, I believe, about Holland or Dutch or what it is, but it's actually called the Kingdom of the Netherlands.
that makes
I couldn't
sense.
remember that. Yeah, yeah. But it's always the Netherlands or Holland, or we even say as to foreigners, well, the Netherlands, you know, but it's the
Mhm.
Kingdom of the Netherlands. Yeah.
Yeah, no. It's so awesome meeting new people who know different things. Like Pavel, he speaks fucking Russian, you know? Or well, a mix
Yeah, and
between
he
Czech
knows a
and Russian.
lot about the area, by the way.
Yeah.
He knows some really good places out here.
Mhm. And then you're Dutch, and then, well, Lucas sounds British. And then I met,
Yeah,
Oh.
he sounds British, yeah.
well, Joel sounded American, but his name is more Middle Eastern, so he is, you know, like, it's just weird how different the people are.
Yeah,
It's
it's true.
such a culmination of, you know, I don't know, nationalities. It's so weird.
Yeah.
I'd never expect to meet someone Dutch here, you know? I'd only expect Russians or Cherno Russians.
I don't. I really am not like standing still with it. It's just, well, you know, he's a survivor. He's a survivor. Well,
Hmm.
I don't really care where they're coming from, but you know,
Well,
I
you
mean,
know,
yeah,
times like these when it's quiet and you don't have to worry about, you know, the ghouls walking up on you. It's
yeah,
all, you know, that's the times you get to know each other. Now.
yeah. That's true.
We've had probably 20 or plus minutes to talk about just history. Fuck. Stuff you wouldn't think about before now.
You mean also our climate talks?
Yes, exactly. Exactly
Yes.
like that.
Yeah, I understand what you mean.
But it's
Yeah,
just,
yeah.
you know, things you open up about, things you remember from back in the days. Like, it's been just about a year and a half now.
Yeah.
Something around there. It's just so close. And I honestly want to write it all down, but I haven't found like a. Writing it down on just paper is not good enough. I want to write it down in a book about how it is right now. You know? Because then someone out there will find it one day on me, my dead body at my grave, or I'll give it to someone else before I die.
A kind of diary, you mean?
Well, not just a diary, a memoir, like memory of
Yeah.
how it was
Yeah.
before
I
the infection, the monsters came out, you know, that
yeah.
before we had to survive when we thrived. That way people will remember. It's like writing out history about, like, finding books even, or writings even now, of like back in, like, well, the ancient times. You figure out stuff every single day about how they lived, how they...
Yeah.
everything. One day it'll be like that, where people will be like, ancient times where the dead walked. Those times 100 years ago. You know?
Yeah. Yeah. I understand what you mean.
And
Well, you should also then make, paintings and.
yeah, no,
I
you're
don't know.
100% right. Photographies, paintings,
Yeah.
it all matters. Because one day someone will find it, whether they're in, like, digging up a mass grave, or whether they're digging up a lonely grave out in the middle of nowhere. You know, think about the fact that they've found over 100, like, from the county I live in, they found 100 Viking ships, and all of them had different things
Wow.
in different time zones, like different times
Wow.
of the Viking Age that they found. Swords, they found difference of where they're slaves, or, well, where they're... I can't remember what it's called. Well, trolls, where the trolls were buried, and where they were buried, and they were buried with their horses, and then they were buried with their own ship.
Yeah.
And here we're buried with our own camps and our survival. I don't know. It's just... yeah. You want to survive long enough to see your children walking around, learning how to survive, and learning from you how to thrive.
Yeah, it's all different worlds right now than before,
Mhm. One day, there won't be any more infected. You know, look at us. We're not
Yeah.
infected. Again, I
Yeah.
probably told you, I've been bitten, I've been hit, I've been scratched,
Yeah, you told me, yeah.
and I'm not like them yet. Maybe we're immune. Maybe we aren't affected, or maybe it's long lasting, and we're probably gonna get affected in a couple of years. But who knows?
Yeah, I don't know about that, because what about all the rest of the people, that
Yeah.
didn't took years?
Well, it took months. It was like a disease spreading. And however much we walk around without masks, however much we walk around without gas masks and dust masks and medical masks, at least I don't feel worse than I did before this started. I feel better because, of course, I'm walking around. I'm getting my condition, like, cardio up, and my everything.
Well, yeah, that might be changing right now, right?
But I don't feel like I'm gonna turn into one of them the next morning,
Yeah. I totally feel you. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It just feels like one day this will be over once we've killed all of them or contained them somewhere. Because they look more human than you'd think. I've probably told you this as well. I've looked at them. I've studied them as best I can. Look sick. Like they can't control themselves. And since they stick around towns, they have their memory of where they used to be. Well, now
Yeah, perhaps.
the only primal instinct they have is stay home. And home they stay,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah. Until somebody fires a shot in the air, and then they're.
Well, yeah, then
Yeah.
primal instinct of protection comes in.
Yeah.
They
Never
didn't.
thought about that, you know.
It's. Yeah, like. I honestly don't know if I'm correct. I'll need a scientist to tell me if I am, but the way I look at them, they're bleeding from the nose, ears, eyes, and mouth. But their veins, some of their veins are popped. They're different. Their eyes are human, but they're not. Their behavior is human, but they're not, you know?
Yeah.
There's something basic in there. And they're not rotting. You remember watching zombie movies here and there. They're not rotting corpses. They're walking around. Their blood isn't coagulated. It's spurting out of their fucking brains.
Yeah.
They breathe, you know?
Oh yeah, they're breathing. Yeah. It's like something took them over. You know?
Yes, exactly. You know,
But the basic things are still there.
Yes.
Like the breathing.
the primal
and
instinct.
the seeing and yeah, you can basically say that, yeah. But for the rest, they're all different
Yep.
from us.
Well, I saw this documentary years ago. All I remember is there was this mushroom that could take over the brains of ants.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And it controlled them to do things it wanted, like eat. Go eat your friend, you know. You don't care if it's an ant, just eat it. Get me energy. And then the ant did this as it was told. Maybe it evolved. Or maybe it was human made. Or maybe it was an accident. Evolutionary something. But then why would we be here?
Maybe experiment from the army or scientists that went wrong, you know? I mean,
Yeah. Well,
it
If it-
needs to come from somewhere. I mean,
yeah, no.
well, no, wait. I've seen the documentary too. Yeah, well, I watched a lot of documentaries on TV. I was like
Same.
addicted to documentaries, but the climate was like changing, and the ice was melting, and maybe, you know, maybe there was something that was buried under ice and ice and ice, and
Well, yeah, that happened to reindeer. Or deer.
yeah,
They had to slaughter hundreds of them because there was diseases that popped up from the melting snow and permafrost.
yeah, wow, yeah, well. I mean, it could easily spread everywhere, you know, even when other diseases, when the planes were flying and the trains were riding and everybody has a car or two, you know, supermarket, if something comes into, you know, for example, a deer, and a deer gets slaughtered by a hunter, and the hunter sells the meat to different people. The people eat it, and those people are living in families. Those families getting infected. One of the families that was infected but not changing was taking a flight to, let's say, America, for example, and there it spreads, and there it spread, and there it spread. You know, it's yeah. Well,
Yeah.
no
No,
stopping.
100%. It's like a mobile game I used to play back in the day, actually called Plague Inc. It was made to, well, technically, I guess it was made to make people aware of their action. Wash your hands and
Okay.
all that. But
Yeah.
you played as the disease, the virus that spread across the world.
Oh wow.
Hmm. They even added a zombie thing at some point.
Really? Oh
Yeah,
my god. Yeah.
but
And
yeah,
and
no.
and yeah.
It
Yeah.
started as a virus that spread across the entire world, and then your point was to just you kill every human being.
Yeah. Or again, like I said, maybe the army was busy with experiments. Well, I think they're always experimenting
Well,
with
think about
things.
it this way: the people that are infected, or the ghouls as I call them, they can run forever. I have not seen
Yeah.
one of them get tired. They walk everywhere. They don't complain. They don't.
Yeah, true. If I'm driving with my car, they're literally running after my car, and
Exactly.
if I if I take it slow with the car, stay under the 20-kilometer thing, they stay running and running and
Mm-hmm.
running and running and running behind me. Yeah, after me.
And then think about it this way: it hasn't affected any animals, and any disease out there made by nature will evolve, and it'll start affecting animals. Or the other way around: if it
Yeah,
affects animals, it'll start affecting humans. That's how bird
yeah,
flu and swine flu came around.
yeah.
And then, so it has to have started with humans and then gone down the food chain. Or maybe
Well,
it
I mean,
hasn't yet.
we are eating their meat. I mean, but we're cooking it. But I don't know. Can there be something be inside it? But it doesn't have any effect on
Well,
us if we're eating it and there's something
I've
in
been
it.
eating
I
enough
mean, maybe on the
dare.
longer term, but yeah,
I've been eating enough dare to possibly have lead poisoning. So yeah, no, it's
yeah,
like, and same with fish. I've eaten enough fish to probably at some point in my later years get mercury poisoning. It's just, I
yeah.
don't think it's in the animals. I think it's in the humans, or the people that were humans.
I mean, we were all, or most of like the Western countries had a lot of vaccines, I think,
Yeah, vaccines and
I
antibiotics and
mean, yeah, I mean,
penicillin. We had things to combat it, but then again, there were antibiotic resistant diseases out there, and
yeah,
penicillin
it's true.
resistant the diseases out there. Honestly, I think it's a biological weapon. Some think it's a punishment from God,
Can
some think
also be.
it's mutation, but I think it's biological. It's created by humans, and something happens. They underestimated it. They
Doesn't
tried to
need to
make
have
a.
created by governments or armies. It can
Yeah,
also be. Well, we all know of the Imilati and I mean the stone. What is called the stone?
stone. The Masons. The Masons.
Yeah, the Masons.
I can't.
Yeah,
The
I mean it's
Freemasons.
something,
Freemasons.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
It could be something, yeah. But I'm thinking even military is affected by it. It.
yeah. Maybe it turned out to be more bad than they thought, or
Mm-hmm.
maybe the
Well, I'm
how can I
thinking.
say that the vaccines for the army didn't work like properly, or I don't know. Maybe there's still some a lot of people inside bunkers deep under the ground waiting till it's clear. I mean,
Maybe.
I don't know. We don't know.
Well,
Nobody knows.
I'm thinking it's more a program to make super soldiers. In this country, and as far as I remember from watching the news, this is the place it happened. And
Yeah,
there used to be a civil war, and Soviet-funded civil
yeah,
war. And then UN
yeah,
also funded the other side, the opposition,
yeah.
to stop, well, communism. I'm thinking
Yeah,
more
the
it's...
invading. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Honestly, no one ever knows. We'll have to find a
No
scientist
one ever
somewhere.
knows. Yeah,
Honestly,
but I
Joseph
mean,
knew, but he's
scientists can
dead, and he
be
told
like
everyone, but no one cares.
trained for so much and not everything, you know.
Yeah,
I mean, maybe you find 3 scientists and 3 doctors, but they still can do anything because they're not specialized on this type of
true.
thing, you know.
Well, the, the doctor that I've heard about around here from, well, Daryl, he's
Yeah.
insane. He sounds insane.
Well, yeah.
Maybe, and I heard about another doctor somewhere else that was insane. That went insane.
Okay.
Started experimenting unwillingly on their patients, taking their blood,
Oh,
checking.
wow.
Oh,
Yeah, you told me, yeah.
yeah, was giving them different diseases, everything like that. Of course, this is rumors on the road, but there's a possibility of it. After something like this starting, someone might have thought, okay, let's find a cure, and then they might have fucked something up. Or they might have,
Well, it's
I don't know. Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe let's think out of the other side. Maybe a real disease like from before all this can also be the key to cure us. Maybe we are sick from something that we didn't know of that can cure the whole thing, you know? That
Hmm.
we are that why machine maybe the reason that we are immune.
Oh god, is he an active answer? Or, no,
I mean, for all sake, we
anti-vaxxer.
don't know, but maybe we all have cancer or something, and cancer is the key to cure it, for example. I
God,
don't
I
know.
hope
I'm
not.
just
Yeah. I
no,
know,
but
no,
I
I
mean,
know what you're saying, but I hope
you
not.
know, yeah, yeah. Well, there are different types of diseases, you know,
Yeah.
tons.
I doubt it.
Maybe it's just inside of our, I don't know, blood or
Yeah, like, maybe it's
I don't
blood
know,
type, maybe.
brain or yeah,
Well, what I've noticed is technically the only two Russians I've heard about is Artyom, which was around here, and Pavel.
yeah. We
And
actually met
then,
him right here on the spot.
yeah, and
Pavel.
then,
Or no, Artyom. Yeah.
yeah, and then Pavel and Artyom are both Russians, but then I've known more Westerners than anything. Maybe it's just Russians who had the disease, and we're all safe because we haven't been infected by either drinking water or like stuff like that.
Well,
You know,
to be
talking
honest,
about this, it's just
we're not on the most populated area of Russia, if you know what I mean.
yeah, no, true. But then again, the whole entire we're not even in Russia, but the whole entire country. Like the only populated area is to the north, well, northwest to be more exact, and then
Yeah.
southeast towards us is more, well, where we are right now. It's more rural. We're at the end of the country, and
Yeah.
then right next to it is Pakistan, which is being ravaged by terrorists and the U.S. military. It's all, I don't know. Maybe the small countries or the third world countries or the countries ravaged by poverty got hit first, and then the disease evolved and got to us, the rich people. Well, rich people.
Yeah.
People with free
The the
healthcare and
the,
all that
the
shit.
yeah, the civilized people. Let's say that. It's not a really nice
Yeah,
word,
it's a
but it
bad
is
way
what
of
it
saying it,
is.
but I know what you mean.
Yeah. Yeah.
The places where NATO is around, I guess. Or NATO
Yeah.
countries. UN
NATO
countries.
countries. Yeah. Well. Yeah.
But yeah, no, to back away from politics, I guess. To save myself. Yeah, no. You know what? Honestly, we could sit there and theorize until until next year, and we won't get any closer to the truth.
Yeah, I think so too.
I'll leave it to someone to say, "Oh, I have the cure," and actually prove it before I agree.
Yeah. First see, then believe, you know?
Mm-hmm. I hope one day either we have the cure to put every ghoul at peace, or we have the cure to save everyone. But the wounds they have to be infected, like by any other infection. I've seen most of the ones I kill. They have scratches. They have cut marks from either them.
Bite marks, yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, no, I haven't seen a single bite mark. At least not on the throat or face or arms or wrists. It's more cuts along the legs, their hands, their arms, their faces. Yeah, they've been bleeding a lot. Like they mostly got blood from the nose, their eyes, their ears, their face, or the mouth.
Ears, yeah.
Yeah, but other places that might be from whatever symptoms they might have, but the cuts on the arms, that could be from a bush, a side of a house, someone attacking them but not
Barbed
killing them.
wire.
Exactly,
Yeah.
barbed wire, yeah. I've not seen any single one of them have a bite mark or a, any other scratch mark that we haven't gotten. Or worse than we have gotten. Either they have, as you said, barbed wire marks or cut marks from knives or weapons. But they're still not dead. Gunshot wounds, I think I've seen. And they're still not.
Yeah, me too.
They're not dead. They're dead, but they're not dead.
Yeah. Yeah, I know.
It's all weird. If someone would tell me the truth, if someone would tell me something about it, I'd believe it, honestly. If someone told me, well, except it's an act of God. If someone told me it's a disease and we need to eradicate it by chugging antibiotics, I'd do that. If someone told me that it's something that we aren't affected about or with, I'd go and kill every single ghoul around this area as far as I could to just cleanse this area, but it just seems like, I don't know, we're all uninformed. We don't know. Someone out there in a
Yeah.
bunker living for, well, years, and then telling their kids living for years what happens. Wow, this started as a bragging about how good work we did, and then we ended up at depressing the world is fucked, basically. And then a debate about how this whole thing happened. I hope there's somewhat of a government out there that could
I hope so.
either bring this back or tell us what the fuck to do. Because I don't know. I'll continue to hunt. I'll continue to tell people how to hunt. I'll continue to give people food. As much experience as I can with where animals are. Until I myself die. Either turn into one of them or actually die. I know the world is changing, it'll never be like it was before. But someone someone strong, do something. Start a law, like Daryl and Thomas. They seem like they have some
Yeah.
idea of law going. Same with Blake and Lucas. They stick together. They have ideas of how they both will deal with things. It might spread and grow until there's some sort of government. But now I honestly think it's survivor against survivor. Person against person, group against group. That's why if I ever survive long enough, I'll probably move on from here.
Really?
Well, if I'm not killed within the next year, I might go further. Maybe my
Well,
friends have started
how do you
something.
mean further?
Well, out of
I mean
Chernarus.
further to where?
Maybe back towards Norway, maybe further south towards, well, further east towards, well, Greece and can't remember what other countries are around there. Russia and all that. Maybe I'll,
Greece, Turkey,
yeah,
you know,
exactly.
all those
That
countries.
kind of stuff. Or I'll go up north again towards Norway. See if I can meet some
Yeah.
people there. But a year is so long that, again, I might die. Someone might kill me out there. People like Abdul
Everything can happen.
or
Yeah.
people like, well, that doctor that sounds like a creepy fuck but might be actually okay.
Yeah.
That's that's why I basically just go wherever and do whatever so I can experience everything I can. That's why I'm here, for fuck's sake. If I was, I don't know, if I was restricting myself to one area where I thought I was safe, my neighborhood in Norway, I wouldn't go anywhere. I'd probably survive longer,
Yeah.
but you know, I wouldn't see what I couldn't see before. I'd have to take a plane to come here, but instead I've hitched a ride with nice people. I've walked myself and met others, walked in groups, walked alone, you know? And in the end, I'm here, and maybe one day I'll be somewhere else. More into Russia, more. Maybe even somehow someone will come with a boat and say, hey, there's a big ass community with over 1,000 people in America. Let's go over there. You know?
Yeah.
They seem like the people that would close their borders quickly enough. Although,
Oh yeah, for sure.
the southern countries like Brazil, Mexico, whatever, like all of them, they might not have enough, or they might have still had communist funding, who knows?
Yeah. Shit.
Oh, it's all
Yeah, I don't know.
ifs and buts, you know?
I'm really going quickly take a leak, so I'll be right back if you don't mind.
You know what? I might actually do the same.
Yeah, be right back.
Yeah. You know what? I'll be right back. Jesus Christ, this is getting heavy, isn't it? I'm back. Hey.
Yeah.
Well, you know what's good? One day we'll figure out every single answer, or we won't, you know?
I hope so. It bring a lot of peace, I believe.
It definitely would.
Tightness, you know.
Although if some country is responsible, their entire... Like, say if America was responsible, or Russia, or Colonel Russia, or
Yeah.
China, all of their people would be hated for it.
Yeah. Well, we also need to build the world back up, you know. Well, I mean, look at the amounts that are around these parts, you know. It's,
Yeah.
I mean, sure, maybe there's some people, perhaps, you know, that. But then still, I mean, yeah, we're getting old.
Yeah. Opening a soda now. Well, you know what? I think I'm gonna go head to sleep. Been a long day
Yeah,
and all
that's
that.
fine, man. Yeah, it's been a long day, yeah.
It's been awesome having your
Take
help.
my-
Been
Yeah, well, no worries.
helping so much. I honestly wouldn't even think of having a car there. I'd somewhat given up the idea of having a car.
Well, yeah, let's build tomorrow the rest, you know, and it will be fine, I hope.
Definitely. Well, you stay safe and have a good trip home. That locker
Well,
or
it's
that
close by, you know.
cabinet
Yeah.
in the garage is still yours, honestly.
How do you
Whether
mean it's yours?
well, the reason we picked it up is because of you, and then yeah, at least I feel that that's the reason.
Well, you
So
can keep it. I mean, I have enough storage space, you know.
thank you.
Just keep it. I mean, yeah, why not?
We'll
Well,
definitely
I
do
will
that.
stop by tomorrow at your place if you're around, you know,
Sure.
and then we can take the car and get some more wood and supplies, and yeah, we'll go tomorrow in the morning. I will go find some supplies, you know, nails, some hatchets or anything.
Yeah, that sounds like a plan. I'll probably maybe once we've figured out how to get the car out. Well, I'll probably figure that out yesterday or tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'll
Well,
probably
otherwise you
head
can take one of my cars.
that too. Yeah, but whatever happens, I'll probably head out up to the airfield to grab
The
some wood.
airfield.
Yeah,
Yeah.
to grow some planks to pick up and put at home, if anything.
Yep, that sounds good.
See you tomorrow, okay? Stay safe.
Yeah, take care and yeah, you too, man. Sleep well.
You too. Well, damn. I wasn't expecting RP like this today. Still ship Firefly and the and Noah. It seems like such a pair, but I doubt it.